There are places in this world where humans do not belong. Places so deep that light itself cannot reach the bottom. Where water turns not blue, but pitch black, like an eye wide open, watching from the abyss. In these darkest corners of the ocean, there is no life as we know it. Only the sound of cracking stone, strange vibrations, and sometimes noises that no one can explain. Some say it's whales, others blame shifting tectonic plates, but those deep, rhythmic pulses, like a massive heartbeat, they repeat, and they are getting closer. Something has been sleeping at the bottom of the ocean for millions of years. It does not roar, it does not thrash, it glides like a black shadow through ancient water. Its name was erased from textbooks, but never from nightmares. Leedsichthys, an ancient name, a massive creature once thought harmless, but if you stare too long into the abyss, something might be staring back.
Leedsichthys, a name that sounds like a whisper from prehistory. Behind it lies one of the largest fish to ever swim the Earth's oceans. It lived around 160 million years ago during the Jurassic period, estimated to reach lengths of 16 to 18 meters and possibly over 22 meters. Picture a fish longer than a bus, weighing several tons, moving silently through cold, dark water. Yet scientists have long believed it was harmless, a filter feeder, like today's blue whales. It would swim slowly, mouth agape, filtering plankton and tiny creatures through gill rakers. A peaceful giant. No fangs, no ambush tactics, no prey. Just a massive body drifting through the prehistoric sea. But if that's all there is to the story, why do legends, missing crews, and whispered warnings surround this creature's name? Why does something supposedly so gentle always appear in tales of darkness, silence, and death? Perhaps we've misunderstood Leedsichthys from the beginning.
Here's something strange. Despite being one of the largest animals in prehistory, no complete fossil of Leedsichthys has ever been found, just scattered fragments across England, France, Germany, and Argentina. This led some researchers to a chilling theory. Either it lived in places we've never reached, or something wanted its remains to stay hidden. Case file, 1872, Yorkshire coast, England. A small fishing boat left shore with 5 sailors. They never returned. No distress signal, no wreckage, no blood. Days later, another crew found a massive, warped fish hook, twisted like it had been crushed bare-handed, with a scale the size of a grown man's palm, rough and metallic. No known fish today has scales like that. Legends from Scottish waters. Fishermen around Sky Island speak of the finless shadow, a long, silent figure gliding beneath their boats at dawn. It made no waves, no noise, but when it passed, the sea would fall silent for days. An old sailor once said, "If the sea bubbles without wind, don't ask questions. Just turn your boat around before it lifts its head." Journal, 1907. Elric Marir, a deep-sea explorer, wrote, "We saw it, long, huge, but it didn't move like a whale. Smooth, scaly, like stone-coated skin, and the eyes, as if they'd watched the history of the world drift by. Elric never returned. His soaked journal was found weeks later in a torn coat pocket on shore. Modern sonar anomalies. In 2019, researchers detected anomalies at over 2,000 meters deep in the South Atlantic, a massive object nearly 20 meters long, moving in a perfect arc, then vanishing. No thermal signature, no sonar echo, as if it melted into darkness. One sonar technician said, "I've seen whales, sharks, even giant squid. That wasn't any of those. It moved slowly, then stopped right under us, and I swear it looked back." Could Leedsichthys still be alive? And if so, what woke it up?
For decades, scientists have called Leedsichthys a gentle giant, but there are details long ignored. Teeth, unmatched. Germany, 2003. In 2003, a broken jawbone was found alongside Leedsichthys fossils. The teeth were sharp, slightly curved, inward pointing. Predator teeth. Initially assumed to be shark remains, DNA testing showed no match with any known shark. One paleontologist reportedly whispered, "If these belong to Leedsichthys, we need to rewrite the textbooks." Skeletal strength, not built for peace. Leedsichthys had a compact, curved rib cage and a tapered tail, ideal for sudden turns, not slow drifting. Its dorsal fins had serrated edges, unnecessary for a plankton eater. A Swedish team proposed a new theory. Leedsichthys was dimorphic. Some individuals evolved into stealth predators. A silent hunter? Imagine this, a 20-meter-long fish. No roar, no splash, just drifting in total silence beneath the sea, waiting for prey to swim close, then swallowing them whole. Not with crushing jaws like Mosasaurus, not with brute force like Megalodon, but with the oldest, most effective weapon of all, complete silence.
When science delves deeper into the ocean, we begin to uncover things that were never meant to be found.
Unidentified bite marks, Argentina, 2022. In March 2022, scientists found a beaked whale carcass on Argentina's southern coast. A 2.5-meter-wide bite carved into its side, far too large for any known predator. Not a shark, not an orca. Tooth patterns didn't match anything modern. A field note read, "If this thing's alive, it doesn't belong in today's oceans." Disappearing sonar, South Atlantic, 2021. A Norwegian research vessel captured sonar of a 20-meter object at 3,000 meters deep. The movement was slow, wave-like, unlike any fish or whale. The sonar pinged again, nothing. No return, no sound, as if it had never been there. A crew member later said, "It wasn't running, it was waiting." Is Leedsichthys still alive? Maybe it evolved, learned to survive in cold, crushing depths, no longer feeding on plankton, but on silence, lying in trenches, wrapped in mud, waiting. Perhaps it's not extinct because it failed to adapt, but because it adapted too well. And if it's been watching us for millions of years, are we hunting it, or is it hunting us?
Most prehistoric beasts vanished with time, but a few names never died, not because they were strongest or smartest, but because they became invisible. Leedsichthys, once thought to be a gentle relic, but now whispered as a phantom of the deep. Legends, lost crews, bizarre sonar readings, gigantic bite marks, all painting a darker picture. A cold, watchful predator, one we never see until it's far too late. The real question isn't, is Leedsichthys still alive? But, how long has it been watching us? And if one morning, through the ocean mist, you spot a shadow gliding beneath your boat, remember the old fisherman's warning. Don't look down, don't speak, and whatever you do, don't stay to find out. You've just uncovered the top-secret file of Leedsichthys, the forgotten giant that may still roam the darkest depths. Want to explore more prehistoric horrors? From Megalodon to Sarcosuchus, from Camarasaurus to Pteranodon. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because the journey into ancient darkness is only beginning.